All right, welcome to another grammar video. Today we're going to be focused on nouns, one of the most important parts of speech that you should know about. So let's get started. So let's start with the definition of a noun. A noun is a word that names something such as a person, place, thing, or idea. When I learned about nouns as a kid, they typically said person, place, or thing, but idea wasn't part of it. That's been something that they've added to make a fuller picture of what a noun is. So let's start with examples of different types so we can make this a little more concrete. So let's start with person, because that's probably the easiest. So a person would be like me, Jordan Maddox, or Barack Obama, our former president, Stephanie Hamblin, our dean of curriculum, is a person, or it could be someone that's not a specific person, the girl or a girl. These are all examples of persons that we could use. Now the next type is a place. A place is something like a physical location or setting. So the United States is a place, but also Madeira is a place. My home is a place, and Mexico City is a place. These are all examples of physical settings or locations. The next type is a thing. So a thing can be something specific, like my iPhone, or it could be something general, like a shirt or a teddy bear. Anything that's a physical thing, like a stool, table, these are all examples of things. Now finally, ideas, and this is the one that often confuses students because they think, well, it's not a physical thing, so it is a noun. It is a noun. Nouns don't have to be physical. So some examples of some ideas would be something like happiness, joy, sadness, meaning, like the meaning of life, for example. These are all ideas and are nouns. Now let's talk about a big subject within nouns, which is common versus proper nouns. So a common noun is a noun that's not specific. So an example might be a tiger, okay? We don't know which tiger, but we know it's a tiger. So it's a generic, meaning non-specific tiger. Or another type of common noun would be a superhero. So this is a generic noun, meaning it's not a specific superhero, but a superhero in general. So you could say a superhero is someone who fights crime, for example, without telling us which superhero we're talking about. Now, proper nouns are kind of the opposite in some ways. They're very specific. So instead of a tiger, we would say Tony the tiger, the one from the commercials that sells Frosted Flakes. Instead of saying a superhero, we'd say superwoman, which is a specific superhero. So common nouns are the ones where they're not specific and they're all lowercase because of that. And proper nouns are the type of nouns that are referring to a specific person or place or thing. And that's the main difference between those two. Now, the last thing we'll talk about when it comes to nouns is the two main ways that nouns are used in a sentence. Now, there's a few other ways that they can be used, but they're less important than these two main ways. And these two main ways are the main ways that you should know that they're used. The first one is as a subject in a sentence. So let's give an example or explain what that means. The main actor in the sentence is the subject. Okay, here's an example. The turtle crossed the road. Okay, so the main subject, the person doing the action in the sentence, is the turtle, and it's a noun. Okay. Now, the other way that a noun can be used in a sentence, one of the other ways I should say, is, as the object in a sentence. Now, you probably heard subject before, but you may not have heard object before. Now, an object is the thing receiving the action. Okay? So in this case, we'll use the same sentence. The turtle crossed the road. Now, the object in this sentence is the road, which is another noun. It's a thing or place, depending on how you define it. And it's receiving this action. So meaning that the turtle crossing is happening on the road. It's the object of what the turtle is doing. It's crossing that road. So these are the two main ways that nouns operate in sentences. This was just a brief introduction to how to use nouns and what nouns are. Next time when we talk about nouns again, we'll get into some more specifics about different ways that they're used. Hopefully this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.